Good morning, treasurers. This is your host Parthesh Shah, co-founder of Fintech, and you are listening to Night Snippets. Here is all what you need to know before going into trade for 22nd March 2021. In the international market, US reflation trade continues. An intraday high of 175 was seen for US 10-year on Friday. Finally, US 10-year closed at 174 and 30-year closed at 245 on Friday. Food for thought: the 10-year Chinese government bond yields 3.20 percentage points versus US 10-year at around 170. In just 2 years, foreign holdings of Chinese government bonds have nearly doubled to over 307 billion US dollars. The increased interest comes from Chinese bonds were added to the major investment indices that are tracked by the global investors, prompting billions of dollars in Chinese debt purchases. We have the same expectation from India's inclusion in the global bond indices, which can take some pressure off the table from high debt issuances. Government expects the India's debt inclusion in the global market indices to happen somewhere in the second half of this year. In the crude oil market, crude is trading at $63.79 per barrel. Crude's short-term range seems to be $60 to $64 per barrel. Remember our model's exit timings and our stance to short crude? We had an exit from crude at $70 per barrel and now crude is at $63.79 within a week. Also, we were very clear that we want to short the crude oil, which minted approx 9 percentage points in a week's time. From a long-term perspective, we are sure on the $70 per barrel target, but COVID-19 second or third wave in different parts of the world and increasing possibilities of easing the crude oil production cuts were the reasons we are not long. As soon as the announcements of easing comes, we would love to be long once again, once the market sees a deeper correction. In the currency market, dollar index or DXY is at 92.10. Dollar index today's range seems to be 91.60 to 92.50. USD CNY or Chinese yuan is at 651. USD INR with a high of 72.58 closed at 72.52 on Friday. USD INR's range for today seems to be 72.30 to 72.70. Day will be tilted towards 72.70. There will be a strong resistance at 72.30. In the domestic market, 515 GS 2025 closed at 576 versus 580 the previous trading day. Please note that 515 GS 2025 had seen a low of 589 and now it has come back to 576. 515 GS 2030 closed at 619 versus 620 the previous trading day. 19th March 2021 GSEC auction analysis. 515 GS 2025 cutoff came at 579 and RBI accepted rupees 13,000 crore. 585 GS 2030 cutoff came at 621 and RBI accepted rupees 13,000 crore. The auction cutoffs were in line with the expectations. Rather, RBI exercised rupees 2,000 crore green shoe in both the securities. Clear indication of RBI not fighting with the market and ready to accept the new reality. Informal sources also say that the RBI is going to revisit their auction on 26th March based on the tax collections. At the same time, rupees 10,000 crore OMO on the run securities of 515 2025, 585 GS 2030 and 622 2035 has already been announced for March 25th. As majority of the bank treasurers would or have already unwind their short or derivative positions, we expect the 10-year to end at 31st March near 615 levels on a best estimate. That's it for today. You were listening to Night Snippets with Parthesh Shah, co-founder of Fintech. See you tomorrow with a new episode of Night Snippets.